Oh yeah, he's real nice. Need our grippers. Alright guys, this morning we're up at the spillway again in our float tube. And today we're going to be targeting some catfish. We have a slip bobber rig. We have a slip bobber, and then we have a split shot going down to a 5/0 circle hook. We have that on a medium spinning rod with a 15-pound monofilament. So hopefully that should be enough depending on what we hook into. We don't have our fish finder today, so we're just gonna wing it. But we did get another rod holder, so now we got 2 rod holders. And what we're gonna put on that catfish rig is we have some cut up carp, and then we have a couple pieces of shad too. I don't know, we may start out with the carp. It seems a little more succulent. And we're just gonna drift around with that slip bobber, see if we can't catch something. But since we brought 2 rods today, we're gonna before we go catfishing, we're gonna try and throw this spoon again real fast and see if we can't pick up a white bass or something. So stay tuned, this should be a pretty fun day. I don't know what the water temp is, it feels really cold. But we got our neoprene waders on, so we don't feel cold at all. But yeah, let's hit this bank over here with this spoon before we start catfishing, just to see if we can get a white bass or something. The wind's blowing northeast today, so that may not help us too much. The wind you want to fish is a southwest. Yeah, we got one first cast. See if he'll stay on. What is it? Looks like a white bass. Yep. Nice little white bass. Nice little white bass, going back. All right, first cast. He wasn't a bad size either. Lately I've been hitting this spot and catching little white bass. We got one. Got another one. Oh, it's a massive crappie on the Thomas spoon. A massive crappie. Oh my God. Look at the size of this thing. This might be my PB crappie. He fought way harder than a normal size crappie. That's for sure. Look at that. He's thick and long. I wish I would have brought my scale and measuring tape. That is the biggest crappie I've ever caught. Biggest crappie I've ever seen in person. Alright, he's going back. I don't know if you can see it. There he goes. Dang, I hope the catfishing is as good as the white bass and crappie fishing. I guess we'll throw this spoon a couple more times. It's pretty sweet though that we got a white bass and a PB crappie right off the bat with this spoon. I love these spoons. Alright, time to put the cut bait on that rod and go try and find some big catfish. I'd love to keep throwing that spoon, but that's not really what we came out here to do today. What we came out here to do today is catfish. I've been wanting to come in here with some cut bait for a while now. What I really have been wanting to do is bring some minnows in here on my float tube. But we'll do the cut bait today. And I didn't mention that today's Christmas Eve. So it's nice being out here. There's no one out here. And I caught my PB crappie, so what a nice Christmas Eve. It's a nice way to spend the day. I usually go fishing on Christmas Day, but this year I think I'm just gonna stay home and watch some movies. Maybe Christmas vacation, so that'll be fun. But yeah, let's get I think we're gonna do the carp first. Try a piece of carp here. Not too big a piece. Because I hope to catch a big one, but I know there's little ones in here too. Maybe this little bit of wind will help us drift around easier. We have it set at the bobber stopper at like, I don't know, like 4 feet. We'll try that first. Oh man, I got some sand in my reel and I was... Oh man, I got some sand in my reel when I was launching this thing. Oh man, this reel's not doing too good. It's kind of reeling now. Alright, we got the bobber out there. We're just gonna drift around with it. I hooked into a big catfish in here on a grub one time, but he came off because he bent the hook out. It was just a little jig head, but this 5/0 circle hook should have him pinned. I think we'll be good as long as he doesn't break this 15-pound line. Oh, it's going under. We got him. Feels like a pretty decent one. Yeah, it's a cat, all right. He's not super big, but he's nice. Yeah, he's pretty nice. Oh yeah, he's nice now. I thought he was like foul hooked or something. We caught him on the slip bobber on cut bait in our float tube. How awesome. Yeah, he's a pretty nice one. We got him. He's maybe a few pounds. Nice. And he really got this circle hook good. Oh, we got it. There he goes. Alright, I brought like 10 pieces of cut bait, but we may just not even need but 1 or 2 because this stuff's really tough. I'm gonna use the same piece again. Yeah, I've been coming in here and trying to catfish off the bank with cut bait, and I haven't had much luck. Every time I come, I have like 1 bite. But I knew they were still in here. I just had to get back up here in here with my float tube. My friend caught a 10-pounder out of here. He was fishing the bank too, but he was closer to this wall. I usually fish off the point, and he was closer to the wall, and he was doing this exact same thing. He was using a slip bobber. Chris Flores told me that I should do this at a grindstone in my float tube, because there's some mega big channels in there. Take it. He's swimming at us. Take it. We got him. Oh, he's bigger than I thought. Just gotta tire him out. I'd like to see how big he is, if he'd come up. He's pretty nice. Oh yeah, he's real nice. Need our grippers. I'd like to land him. We got him. That's like a 5-pounder. I'm gonna say he's like at least 5 pounds. Or close to it, maybe 4 or 5. Try and get a picture. Alright, he's going back. It's gonna be hard catching one much bigger than that. Alright guys, I guess we'll try a few more minutes. These waders, I mean, you're not freezing in them, but after a while you do tend to get a little cold in them, so we'll wrap it up here pretty soon. But it's been an awesome day. The only problem with the slip bobber is I was afraid I was gonna lose him, because this is 15-pound line, so I have a pretty big bobber stopper, and my eyes on my rod aren't that big, so it kind of gets stuck in the eyes, and it's 4 feet above the hook, so when I'm reeling him in, it goes through the eyes, and I'm afraid it's going to get stuck there and he's going to break off. But I got lucky on him. But yeah, we still got the same piece of cut bait. This float tube's a pain to set up and get in, but it's worth it. It's one of the best fishing purchases I've ever, major fishing purchases I've ever made. I never would have been able to do this without a float tube. The wind kind of died down. May hurt the bite, but I'm more comfortable. Oh, it just went under. Pecked it and left it. Alright, we're gonna check our bait and then drift back with it. And if we don't get bit on the way back, then that'll be it. Well, we still got our bait.